What's crazier than a car that can hit 300 miles an hour? Try a car so rare it costs more than a private jet. Picture this: a hand-built machine, one of a handful on Earth, and the price tag says tens of millions. Speed is the headline, but exclusivity is the story. I'm Riley Rush. I've chased storms for TV, hosted late-night trivia, and yes, I've stood next to some very rare cars on shoots. Today, I'm bringing that curiosity to the 5 rarest hypercars and the real reasons they cost so much. We're talking tiny production runs, wild materials, record-chasing engineering, and the power of brand history. Hypercars sit above supercars, top tech, top price, and sometimes only one ever built. Here's the twist: some of these beasts aren't just fast, they're coach-built, bespoke, and treated like jewelry. The most expensive new car so far? Around $28 million. And we'll get there. I dug through auction archives, design notes, and expert chats to separate legend from hype. You'll leave knowing how to spot true rarity versus a marketing sticker. Which car brand would you trust to build something almost unbuyable? Comment below as we count down. This is Crazy Top 10, and we're starting at number 5. Stay with me. Each reveal gets rarer and pricier, and the last one will bend your brain. Number 5 kicks off with a question. What do AI and 3D printing have to do with a $2,521,000,000 hypercar? Meet the Czinger 21C. It's touted as the first human-AI-designed, 3D-printed hypercar. Think of a machine born from algorithms and lasers. Every joint, every node, shaped by simulation, then printed and assembled like a sci-fi kit. Only 80 exist worldwide. That's not a trim level, that's the entire run. Under the skin, a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V8 teams up with 2 electric motors for around 1,250 horsepower. The claim? About 1.9 seconds from 0 to 60. I felt fast cars shake the air around me. This thing sounds like it bends it. One writer even joked to watch for Czinger's hatching behind a terrified newscaster. The vibe is that alien. So why the price? Beyond the speed, you're paying for a new way to build a car. Millions of micro-decisions made by AI, then printed into a feather-light structure. Low volume means no big factory discounts. Each one is closer to a hand-finished prototype than a mass-made model. Rare process, rare count, huge punch. And if 80 feels scarce, wait for the next entry. Fewer cars, more power, and it was built to chase 300 miles per hour. Number 4 will test your pulse. How valuable is a car built to chase 311 miles per hour? The Hennessey Venom F5 keeps it simple. No hybrid assist, just raw fury. Across coupe and roadster, only 54 exist. That's it. Blink and you'll miss one. Literally. A road test quipped, if you see a Venom, it'll be a blur. The heart is an 8,521 horsepower. The target, 311 plus miles per hour. I once stood on a runway when a 1,000-17 horsepower car launched. It rattled my ribcage. Now add 800 more horses. You're not just buying speed, you're buying bragging rights in the fastest car arms race. Price starts around $2.1 million, driven by bespoke carbon fiber, extreme aero, and small batch engineering. Hennessey's story adds spice too. A Texas tuner turned record hunter. Owners aren't just picking a car, they're buying a shot at the 300-MRPR club. Here's the truth. Even if the record is hard to lock, the myth is already built into each chassis. Rare, loud, and laser-focused on top speed. But our next car doesn't chase a number. It chases the idea of never ever being built again. Number 3 asks this. How do you price a car that will never be built again? Enter the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta 1-1, a single bespoke Zonda made in 2017, tailored for a private client, and finished like wearable art. It's a Barchetta, so no roof and a tiny windscreen. Out back, a hand-built 7.3-liter AMG V12 sings about 838 horsepower, with a triple-finned tail unique to this car. Pagani is famous for exotic materials, forged carbon, jewel-like titanium, and this Barchetta leans into it with custom touches down to turquoise-tinted metalwork. I've watched carbon fiber get hand-laid for a shoot. Every strip takes patience. With Pagani, each weave feels like a signature. Reported price, around $17.5 million. Why so high? Pure exclusivity. Plus the magic of Horatio Pagani's atelier. Pagani keeps allocations tight and rewards loyalty, which keeps demand fierce. This isn't a production run, it's a personal commission at hypercar scale. Before we hit number 2, quick favor. If you're loving these deep dives into rarity and value, subscribe for more reality-checked car legends. Because next up is a one-off Bugatti that sold for nearly $19 million and turned heritage into horsepower. Number 2 comes draped in black. What makes an all-black Bugatti sell for nearly $19 million? La Voiture Noire. Only one exists. Bugatti revealed it for the brand's 110th anniversary, a modern ode to the Type 57 SC Atlantic, one of the most mythical classics, with examples valued around $40 million. Under the gloss, it's still a Bugatti Brute, a carbon fiber chassis and a 1,500-horsepower quad-turbo W16. But the real fuel here is story. Bugatti's president said it pays homage to our heritage and brings speed, technology, luxury and aesthetics forward to a new era. That's code for, it's not only about numbers, it's art with a VIN. Price on reveal was about €16.7 million, around $18.7 million, and it sold immediately to a serious collector, later reported as VW Group legend Ferdinand Piëch. Mystery adds magnetism. I've seen crowds go silent around a rare classic. That hush is value you can feel. So, 1 dash off, record price, deep heritage. And if that sounds untouchable, our number 1 steps outside the speed game entirely. It's coach-built luxury so intense, the price climbs past everything else, straight to about $28 million. Number 1. Asks the big one. Can craftsmanship alone push a car's price to $28 million? Rolls Royce Boattail says yes. Only 3 exist. Each one is coach-built. Think custom body, custom interior, custom everything, made for its owner like a rolling piece of high jewelry. The details are unreal. The rear deck butterfly opens into a curated picnic suite, with bespoke crockery, a parasol, even chilled service, mechanized by multiple computers. One client's cabin uses mother of pearl, and the paint can shimmer between oyster and soft rose, with crystal in the clear coat. Some trims even weave rose gold tones into carbon fiber. I've planned shoots around golden hour. This finish flips the light back at you. Why? 28 million. Scarcity by design. 3 cars, each unique, plus thousands of craft hours from teams of artisans. It's not sold on lap times. It's sold on taste, story, and the right to say mine was built just for me. It set a new high bar for new dash car pricing. We've hit the peak. Now, stick with me for a quick reality check. How do you spot real rarity versus hype when a brand shouts limited edition? Have you spotted the pattern yet? The rarest hypercars are not just fast. They are few. 1 made, 3 made, maybe a few dozen at most. Coach-built bodies, bespoke parts, stories you can't repeat. That is the real magic sauce. Look back at our list. Only 1 La Voiture Noire. Only 3 boat tails. Just 80 Czinger 21 CS and 50-4 Venom F5s. Those numbers matter. Some cars say limited, but still build 100 or more. Or they spin endless special editions. That's cool for fans, but it doesn't create the same myth. Road use is another tell. Track-only programs can be amazing, but if you can't legally drive it on the street, many buyers treat it like a ticketed experience, not a lifetime trophy. True unicorns blend usability with uniqueness. And here's your filter. Count the units, check the craftsmanship, and ask what story the car tells. I scraped auction results and design journals to make sure these examples pass that test. They're not marketing stunts. They're genuine rarities. Hold that checklist, because next I'll break down why prices explode, the materials, the engineering, and the low-volume math that make a hypercar cost millions. So, what really drives the price? Start with materials and craft. We're talking carbon fiber laid by hand, metals tinted and machined like jewelry, and details as wild as mother-of-pearl clocks. Some makers have even used carbon weaves sprinkled with gemstone dust. Every piece feels precious because it is. Next is engineering. Hybrid systems, crazy aero, and engines tuned to the edge, like a 1,817-horsepower V8 or a W16 with 4 turbos. R&D for that is huge. When you spread those costs across 1, 3, or 50 cars, each chassis carries a mountain of development. Regulations matter too. Making a car street legal takes time and money. Crash standards, emissions, software. Skipping that by going track-only can save cost, but it can also shrink the buyer pool. Street legal plus hyper limited often equals premium. Then there's demand. Collectors will pay to jump a waitlist or to lock the only example on Earth. Some chase appreciation, but remember, values can dip before they rise. Real scarcity plus real craft wins in the long run. As Horacio Pagani likes to joke, by the time a true bespoke car is finished, the process itself has written the price. Tiny runs, big R&D, precious materials, deep stories. That's the recipe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. We saw machines that are fast, yes, but more than that, they're rare. 1 built, 3 built, tiny runs with huge craft and history. Now you know how to spot the difference between real rarity and a loud, limited sticker. I'm Riley Rush, and this has been Crazy Top 10. If this helped you see past the hype, tap like so the next fan finds it too. And hey, if you want more deep dives into cars, storms, and strange history, subscribe and stick around. Which of these cars would you love to see in person, or do you think we missed a rare marvel? Drop your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, and keep that checklist handy the next time a price tag makes your jaw drop. Count the units, look for the craft, and listen for the story behind the shine.